Hello and welcome back. It's good to see you. Happy St. Patrick's Day. It's a little early right now, but I wanted to go ahead and do this so it would be up all day on St. Patrick's Day. I have on my green for the most part. I actually have on a red plaid skirt, but you can't see it in the video. It just happens to be the skirt I wore to work today. But I know this is going to come as a complete shock to you with my complexion and everything, but I actually do have some Irish ancestors. I do. It's not as much as you might think. It's about this much. It's actually not a very large part of my ancestry, but there is a little bit of Irish in there. So I have on my Ireland jacket and my hat and my wig in celebration of St. Patrick's Day, which is tomorrow. And I'm not going to work like this tomorrow. At the most, I may wear a green sweater. That's about. I don't normally do a lot. Although I used to work with this woman a long time ago. It was really great. She really got into the holidays, and she had so many different outfits that they took an entire bedroom in their house. She and her husband did. They took an entire bedroom and turned it into just this giant closet for her, and they made all these shelves all the way around all the walls, and inside in the interior of the room they put up racks like in a store, like a clothing store. And then she had these in the corners. She had these revolving jewelry display cases. It was awesome. Goodness. She showed me some pictures once. It was really incredible what they had done, because she had so much as far as clothes and shoes and everything. And she had a separate storage area just for her shoes. But anyway, every year she was, I think, had a lot of Irish, and she would get very excited for St. Patrick's Day. She would come in dressed in green from head to toe. She would have on like shamrock hose and a stylish green hat. I mean, just all her accessories were always perfectly matched. I mean, she was like that every day. I mean, she really, to me, in a way, she was kind of my inspiration, because she wasn't old. I'm not going to say she was old. I don't like calling people old. She was probably in her 60s, and that's not old. But she still went to the trouble every day to make sure that she had on a nice outfit and everything was coordinated and everything matched. And, in a way, she was kind of my inspiration to try to do the same. I don't take it to the extremes that she did, but, she definitely went above and beyond, especially on St. Patrick's Day. And I always think of her when St. Patrick's Day comes around, because I really miss working with her. I don't work with her anymore. I always miss, because every year her outfit would be different, but it was always the same theme, the St. Patrick's Day, everything was green, but every year it was a little different, and it was so cool to see what she was going to do, what kind of outfit she was going to put together. It's always exciting. I would always come in and look for her. I would go find her. Even when we didn't work in the same area anymore, I would go find her to see what she was wearing. And she never disappointed. It was always something really spectacular. So for this video, I went through most of my jewelry, not all of it, but I went through and tried to find pieces that were green or had a lot of green in them. Some things aren't completely green, like just green, but I wanted to show you some of my pieces, and I'm sure some of them you've seen before in some of my show and tell videos. But I have some rings, and I have bracelets and necklaces that I'd like to show you. And the theme is green. So whatever I could find that was green. One interesting thing I found was that I actually don't have that much green jewelry. I was surprised. I thought I would have more, but I really didn't have all that much. But I will show you what I do have. I pulled out what I could find, and I have it here beside me on a little table, so I'm going to show it to you. One of the things I found these pretty green earrings, and they're a comfort clip, and these are a little different from your typical spring clip earrings. As you can see, the clip actually, it's very loose. There's no spring involved at all, and you just push it, and then you get it to where it is comfortable on your ear, and you just sort of press it on your earlobe like this. And they're very comfortable. I may actually wear these tomorrow. I may just wear green earrings. I don't normally do a lot for this. I just make sure I have on something green. So every person who sticks their head in my office tomorrow won't go, "Oh, you're not wearing green," you know. I have to answer that. I'll have to respond to that 100 times tomorrow if I don't wear something green. So I may just wear these earrings and call it good. Okay, so I have everything here on the table. And I'm going to start with a few bracelets. And again, some of these are things that you've probably already seen, but I pulled them out because of the color, because they were green. Here's the first thing. This is a bracelet. Now these beads look like glass, but they're actually not. They're made of plastic. They're a light green. We have these little flower petals around it. It makes me think of Hawaii. And then this looks like something to me that I would wear in the summertime. I have a lot of summer dresses that would look really pretty with this bracelet. I've actually not worn it since I bought it. I have never worn this bracelet. It's been in my drawer. Actually, I think it belongs in this drawer right here most of the time. And I have not worn it. But I pulled it out because it's green. Even the elastic band is green. See? And it stretches like that. So it's really pretty. But I found that in the wintertime, a light green doesn't really go with most of the stuff I wear. So this has just stayed in the drawer. Maybe this spring I can bring it out and wear it with some stuff. Okay, now this next piece is versatile. The times that I have worn it, I wore it as a bracelet, but you can also wear it as a necklace. Check this out. This is all one piece, and these are lightweight, dark green wooden beads, and it's a coil. It's like a spring. See? Oops. Twisted like a phone cord. Reminds me when I was a kid and talking to my friends on the phone, I would sit there and coil the phone cord around my finger while I talked. See? And it has these little gold colored beads, but they're actually made of plastic in there. And this is just a stretchy cord. Now, what you can do, and then when I wear it, this is the way I wear it. I just wear it like that. But you can also uncoil it and put it around your neck. I found that to be a little uncomfortable because it just feels like it doesn't sit on the neck quite right for me. And the ends can sometimes kind of dig into your neck, and it's really not. I didn't think it was very comfortable. So I've never actually worn it out as a necklace, but I have worn it as a bracelet. So you have these different layers to it. And again, the dark colored beads are made of very lightweight wooden beads. So there's that. This is one of my favorite bracelets for summertime. This one, I wear this so much in the summer with practically everything. You see it opens there. And it is just the prettiest color green. I might actually wear this tomorrow with my earrings. But you see it's made of multiple flexible metal bands, little loops. And on those loops are these glass beads. And down here we have some little glass beads. And right here, it's hanging down. And I love it because it has different shades of green, and they're stripes. There's a lighter green and then a stripe of darker green, and another stripe of lighter green and dark green. And every now and then you have as support, this wire right here is woven in to hold these together. And here's one. And there's one. And it holds all these different pieces together so you just have one single bracelet. I love this bracelet. But again, like I've said, I don't like bangle bracelets. But this one has just enough flexibility to it that it doesn't drive me absolutely crazy. I don't like a firm, stiff bracelet, but ones like this are fine. And I just love the colors of this bracelet. They're so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to actually keep that right there, so I don't forget it. Oops, I forgot about this one. This is the one I typically wear on St. Patrick's Day. I forgot that one, made me forget this. I have this one. Now it's kind of small. I'm pretty sure it was made for a kid, and it's made of plastic beads, and it has these little things on here that say Irish. It has 4. See, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they all say Irish on them right there. And the rest of these, they're all plastic beads. I think, yeah, I think that's plastic. I think they're all plastic. I don't like to wear bracelets on my right arm. Normally if I wear them, like, see, today I wore this one. I wore this one today, and I forgot to take it off until just a minute ago when I pulled my sleeve back, and I saw it and said, oh, well, that's still on there. Normally I wear just one bracelet on this arm. So I will probably wear this one tomorrow simply because it's St. Patrick's Day, and any other day of the year I probably wouldn't think to wear it. So, okay, maybe I will forego that one and wear the Irish bracelet. I would wear this, but it's not really appropriate office attire. If I go anywhere tomorrow evening, I might wear it. Okay, this is another bracelet that I like a lot, but again, typically I wear more, the bracelets I typically wear in the summer are a little bit more expressive or noticeable. I wear bracelets more in the wintertime that are a little bit more subtle, like this one. In the summertime, I might wear one like this, and this is one I wear quite a bit in the summer as well, because usually in the summer I'm wearing either short sleeves or a sleeveless dress or something. So the bracelet is really going to catch your eye a lot more because you don't have sleeves down here to either cover it up or detract attention from the bracelet. Plus, with a big thick bracelet, if you have long sleeves, sometimes it can be uncomfortable to have a big thick bracelet under the shirt sleeve. It's just not comfortable. So, but this one, see, it's on an elastic band, which I like, and these are plastic. They kind of look like marbles, but they're made of plastic, so they're very lightweight. I have a bracelet similar to this that is, oh, it's a beautiful color. It's a dark red. The only problem is the beads are glass, and the bracelet is very heavy, and I just find it to be distracting. Like, I can't wear it to work because it's always banging on my desk, and it's intrusive, honestly. So I don't really wear that one unless I'm somewhere other than work. If I'm going out somewhere, I could wear it and it wouldn't bother me, but to work at my desk all day at the computer, can't do it. So, but one like this is perfect because the beads are not terribly big, it's not heavy at all, and it's stretchy, which I like a lot. So this one actually gets worn a lot in the summertime because, again, a lot of my dresses that I wear have at least a little bit of green in them. They're not solid green. I don't think I own any solid green dresses, but I do have a lot of summer dresses that have green in them, and this bracelet always looks nice. Now this one I don't think I've ever actually worn. It looks like one somebody made, and these beads, some of these beads are glass. These more of a teardrop shape beads are made of glass. These clear, shiny ones are made of plastic. That's plastic. That's plastic. And then we just have this one in here just out of nowhere. It doesn't really match, but I think I got this at my favorite thrift store. I think. And I really just like the colors in it. I like these greens. I think I would wear it by itself. I mean, it's pretty, you know, but honestly, I don't think I've ever worn it. I just found it in my drawer and pulled it out because it was green. Here's one I used to wear a lot, but then for some reason I stopped, and I honestly don't know why. You know what I think it was? For a long time, I didn't have a lot of jewelry, and then I don't know, somewhere along the way I just started buying jewelry, and then it all just kind of exploded. I bought a lot of jewelry in a short period of time. So I went from not having a lot of things to choose from to wear to having tons of things to choose from. And I think this bracelet here I have had for a long time. I had this back when I didn't have a lot to choose from. So I wore it more simply because I didn't have as many choices. But then as the choices became available, this kind of got shoved to the back of a drawer in one of my jewelry armoires. It's not that I don't like it. I mean, I do. It's very pretty, see? And I like the way it kind of floats above my wrist a little bit. It's really comfortable. It's not heavy at all. It's stretchy, which I like. And it's so pretty. I like the way that the strands kind of wrap around and, you know, they're just woven together and then they come together here. I just love that. It's a pretty color green too. So, yeah, I like it. I really like it. I just haven't worn it. That I have a lot of jewelry like that. Like, I really love it. But I already have so much other jewelry that I can't wear it all, you know. Now, this one I wore in the second moral support job application for the job applicant role play. It's a choker. And I think I showed it to you in a jewelry haul as well. You see? And again, it has the same concept. You have these individual metal strands held together. In this case, these are a little bit more decorated. See, they have glass beads as accents on them. And it doesn't really have a clasp. It's just held together by the fact that it's springy and round. So you just put it around your neck and you're done. That's all you have to do. Might wear that tomorrow. I haven't really decided what I'm going to wear. What do you think? Would it look alright with these earrings? It's kind of hard to tell. I'd have to look at them in the mirror and think about it. But I will keep it out. I'll have to think about that one. Don't worry, there's more. When I first thought about doing this video, one necklace popped into mind. And I'm going to show it to you. And I'm not really sure why, but when I thought of green jewelry and green necklaces, I thought of this one. Now, this is another necklace that I've had for quite a while. And you can see up here at the top, or heading towards the back of the neck, it's very thin, very plain, very small green beads mixed in with these silver colored pieces. And then they gradually get bigger right here. They get a little larger. And then when you get down to the bottom, they're larger still. So they're just graduated like that. I thought of this necklace when I thought of St. Patrick's Day jewelry. And it's really pretty too, especially with these down here. Because you can see that you have these silver pieces that kind of frame in the beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it sort of holds the beads like it's hugging them. And it gives it that nice little extra fancy flair. So it's really pretty. It doesn't have a name on it or anything. It almost looks like someone made this, like it was a handmade kind of thing. I don't know, it just has that feel about it, like someone made this. So, these beads feel like stone or maybe glass. I don't think they're plastic. They just don't feel plastic to me, and it's the weight is kind of heavy. Not super heavy, but heavier than you would expect if they were plastic beads. So this was the first one I thought of, and this was the first necklace I got out when I started pulling out jewelry because I knew where it was. It's right over there in my smaller jewelry armoire. I have a lot of jewelry, but most of the time, if you ask me where a certain piece is, I can tell you. Now this one is a lighter green. It's more of a, let's say it might be a sort of a moss green, like a subtle earth tone, and it's striped as well. And these beads are some sort of plastic or resin or something, but it's a really interesting necklace. I've only worn it a few times, but the few times that I did wear it, I got so many compliments on this necklace. See, it's not terribly long. And right back here you have this clasp, and you don't really see this type of clasp much anymore. Here's what it looks like when it's together, and then you just take it and you twist it, and see, it just goes in there and it twists together like that. And usually when you see these kind of clasps, they're made of metal. This one's actually made out of plastic. I think this might be the first one I've ever seen that was made out of plastic. But the beads are all the same size, and it's not a really long necklace, which I like. I don't mind long necklaces if I can double them over, but if they're the kind of length where they're just going to hang down and I can't double them over, sometimes I don't wear those because I don't know, they just get in the way. I get up and down from my desk a lot all day long, and when I go to sit down, it bangs against the table, and I don't like that. Some days I feel like I just do laps. You know, I'm in and out of my office every 10 minutes, and I have to get up and back down, get up and back down a lot. So I don't want a necklace that's going to get in the way, really. So a necklace like this would be perfect because it's not so long. So sort of a natural green. Doesn't look fake. Okay. Oh, this next item is not a piece of jewelry, but I found it in this armoire down in one of the bottom shelves, or one of the bottom drawers, and it was green, so I pulled it out. It's a little doodly bob. It's actually kid size. You can see how small it is. I actually wore this in a video I made last summer, and absolutely no one commented on it. I was kind of surprised. I don't remember what the video was about, but I wore these, and they had nothing to do with the video, and absolutely no one commented on it. Kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. I'm like, nobody noticed. I had green things sticking out of my head. They're adorable. The only problem is they are for kids. So after a while when I wear these, they kind of pinch the sides of my head. Of course, with a wig on, it's not as bad. I would wear these tomorrow, but they would give me a screaming headache. They're really cute, though. I have no idea why I have them. Well, let's see. I think I covered all the bracelets, but I do have some earrings that I can show you. Now, these I just showed you maybe a week ago, but I'm going to show them to you again because they're green. These are, they're made of wood. It's a very lightweight wood, like balsa wood or something. And you have to look very closely. You may not be able to see. There is a very subtle pattern on here all around the earring, but it's very hard to see. I mean, I'm right here at it, and I can't even really see it very well, but it's there. It's only on one side. The other side is plain. But I've converted these to clip-ons. As you can see, I've added my little spring clip earring. I may actually change the color because right now I have a silver clip-on earring, but I have some that are closer to this color, the color of this down here. I may actually change that. So these are my wooden hoop earrings. They're very pretty. They're a dark green, but they're still green. You know, I think those were my only earrings that were green other than these. I looked through all my earrings and I don't really have any other earrings that are green. It's kind of weird. Okay, I do have some rings I can show you. Now this one I know I've shown you this one. I remember from a jewelry haul that I did. I showed you this one. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now it's not all green. Like I said, some of the jewelry has other colors as well. This one has stones that are almost purple in there. They're not quite purple, but they want to be purple. Kind of a lilac color. And see, it's really pretty. I got this at Carolina Thrift before they closed. I think I paid about $1 for it. Isn't that pretty? It's a bit big. It fits my left index finger. That's really pretty. I like how shiny it is. And I like the fact that the metal around it is kind of dark. It's not super shiny or anything. It looks very old. It's like an antique ring, but I'm 99% sure it's not. It's just made to look that way. But see how pretty? I like that ring. This ring I think I also got at Carolina Thrift. I bought so many rings there. Oh my goodness. And again, you can see this one has more of a shiny, like an antiqued gold, like burnished gold to it. And then you have these shiny little stones on here, like tiny green rhinestones. How pretty. Does it fit? It fits my middle finger as well. Not that one, but really cute. I like it. It's very shiny. And one more green ring. This is like I don't remember where I got this. See, it looks like jade, but it's not. It's made out of some cheap material. I don't have any idea where this ring came from. I'm almost thinking that I got this at the zoo, like in the gift shop at the zoo or something. I don't know. Somewhere. It was somewhere like the zoo or an aquarium somewhere in the gift shop. I don't know why I'm thinking that that's where this came from, but I'm pretty sure that's where it came from. Like, you know, one of those things where they'll have this big container full of all these different rings like this. They're made out of shells or something, and they're really cheap. You get like 5 of them for $10 or something. It was something like that, and I think I picked out this green ring from there. I think that's where it came from. So it's really pretty. I mean, it does look like jade. It really does. Jade is one of my mom's favorite things. She has some little elephants made of jade, and she loves jade. When I see jade, I think of my mom. I think that might have been why I bought this ring. Okay, it looks like everything else I have is necklaces, so I hope you want to see some necklaces. Let's start with this one. This is a recent acquisition, and I'll be honest, I completely forgot that I had it. I found it back there in that jewelry armoire, and it was kind of buried. There was a bunch of other stuff in front of it, and I didn't see it. But it's very long. The chain is very long. Look at this long chain. Here's the pendant. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Now, it's not really green per se, but for the sake of this video, I think it's green enough. It almost looks like opalescent. It's like opal. Oh, beautiful. I love opals. They're so pretty. But it's plastic. I mean, it's fake. It's not anything. Yeah, I think I got this at Carolina Thrift as well. And it wasn't that long ago. It's just that I put it back and put it in the jewelry armoire, and it got covered up with a bunch of other stuff, and I forgot about it. But isn't that a pretty pendant? It's big too. but it's quite long. Although, you know what? I have this one long sleeve black wool blend sweater dress from Banana Republic that I love dearly. And I'm running out of time to wear it because it's going to start warming up. And once it starts to get warm, I do not want to wear that dress because I will burn up. I was just thinking, it has, the dress is so pretty. I love this dress. And it's really comfortable too. It has a cowl neck to it. This necklace would be perfect with just a plain black dress, and then you have this on, and it would really stand out against that black dress. I think I'll wear that one day next week with my black dress before it gets too warm to wear that dress anymore until next fall. I'll do that. I'm going to keep this out. I'll wear that one day next week. Now this one is not completely green, but it's green enough for the sake of this video. This is another necklace that I wear mainly in the summertime. I don't know, it just kind of has a kind of like a beachy feel, like you would go to the beach and have on something like this. And again, the beads are mostly plastic. This one's actually covered with fabric. These beads are made of wood right here, the bigger ones. This one's covered in fabric, the center piece. In the back here you have suede straps for the bracelet and a lobster claw clasp, and it's adjustable. I think I actually got this one at Belk's on clearance, and I have a bracelet that goes with it, but I couldn't find the bracelet. So, but it just kind of, something about the colors makes me think of at least springtime. I mean, I wouldn't really wear this in the wintertime. Not that there's anything wrong with it, I just probably wouldn't. I usually wear darker colors in the wintertime. But for springtime, that'd be pretty. See, we do have some green in here. This is kind of green. Some of these little discs look a little bit green, but there's a lot of blue too. And the next bracelets, the next necklaces are kind of long. I love this one. Now this one I have worn with my black dress. I like it because it has all these different links, and they're all different, and I love that about it. So you have some that are flowers. Some are just metal links. Then you have wooden beads, a little dove, a peace sign. I don't know who made this. There's nothing on here to tell me who made it. This is another one I picked up in a thrift store somewhere. I get most of my jewelry at thrift stores, and I get it really cheap. I have found some truly breathtaking pieces of jewelry in thrift stores for $3, $2. I mean, it's very, very inexpensive. You just have to have a good eye and look for it. So I like this one because it's just so unique. You just have all these different pieces holding it together. There's a heart, and it's just so cool. It's very interesting. It's a very fascinating necklace. It's almost like a wind chime. But see, I picked it because it does have some green in it. See, there's some green, and there's some, and up here on up towards the top there's some more. So that's what made me pick that one for this video. 3 more. This one I like. The only problem with it is it's a little on the heavy side. I think I got this one on eBay, and I didn't know when I bought it that it would be so heavy, but it's still very pretty. Now these beads are all made of glass and stone, and it's just gorgeous. See, it has 3 strands, and they're joined together right here. And the strands are different lengths, as you can see. And it is really pretty, very shiny, very green, but very heavy. And it's not a huge deal. I really only noticed it when I first put it on. I mean, when you put it on, you can feel it. You can feel the weight on your chest of this necklace. But you kind of get used to it after a few minutes, so the sensation kind of goes away. But it kind of bugs me when I first put it on. And honestly, it's kind of a deterrent. When I open the jewelry armoire and I see it, that's the first thing I think, oh, it's so heavy, you know, and then I pass it by. When really I shouldn't, because for the rest of the day it doesn't bother me. But it's still, when I see it in there, that's the first thing I think, oh, it's so heavy. So I don't get it out and put it on. Usually, I wear it every now and then. But it's green. These beads here, I think these may actually be just plastic. See, they're green. And then these beads are like stone or glass or something. They're not plastic, but they're a darker shade of green. It's really pretty. I got it really cheap too, but I was just surprised when it came in the mail. I mean, I hadn't ordered anything recently, so when it came in the mail, I saw the package and I saw the package in the mailbox, so I knew what it was. And I was surprised when I lifted the package out of the mailbox and how heavy it was. I thought, oh my God, they put a brick in here with my necklace? Yikes. But it's very pretty, and I shouldn't be so quick to shun it the way I do. This one I wore just recently with something. This is an interesting necklace right here. Now you can see this necklace is made of, it's almost like a mesh. It's like a mesh material, and inside it you have these beads and you've knotted them, and then you thread it through the occasional plastic bead. I don't even know how you get it through there. But then the other ones, you're just knotting it. They're not, I don't think they're actually tied to anything. You just put them in there and then you knot them like that. And see, one strand is longer than the other. It's kind of a 70s feel to it, to me. I think it's the color green. It's like an avocado green, and it makes me think of the 70s. We had an avocado green rotary phone when I was a kid, and we had that phone. We kept that phone until I was probably in high school. I was probably 16 before we ever got rid of that phone and got a push button phone. Everyone I knew by then had a push button phone, but we were still using the rotary dial green phone that we had had my whole life. Yeah. Those were the days. And it has a lobster claw clasp that is adjustable. But the phone we had was almost identical. The color was almost exactly the same as this necklace. But it's really pretty. I like these sparkly beads here. They really stand out and catch the light, especially if you wear this necklace with something dark. Again, like my black sweater dress would be the perfect canvas to display these beads, in my opinion. Very pretty. And one last necklace. This one I also bought on eBay, and I have never worn because once I got it, I got to looking at it and I thought it doesn't really go with anything that I wear, but I bought it because it was so cool. Now it comes with a very basic chain, no clasp. You just slip it on over your head, and here's the pendant, and here's why I got it. I just thought this pendant was so pretty. See, it looks like peacock feathers, but it's just plastic, and that's actually just a picture inside there, and then there's the clear plastic overlay on top of it. It's very cheap. I think I might have paid $1 for it. It came from China or somewhere and took forever to get here. But again, it has this long chain and this pretty little pendant. It's very lightweight, very, very cheaply made. But I got it thinking at the time it would look good with some of my sweaters, but then when I put it on, I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it looked. So I've just held on to it, and I actually think something like this would look good with like a white button-down shirt. I think I would keep it all one colored, like have a white tank top and then put a white button-down shirt over that, so that the only thing that's really going to catch your eye is this necklace. You're not going to have another shirt under there of a different color that might draw people's eyes away from the necklace. Just keep it all the same. And then that would kind of showcase this necklace. The only problem is when you put it on, it hangs down a little bit too far for me. I would like it if it came up a little bit higher. I could shorten the chain. It actually wouldn't be that difficult. But you can't make it too short or you won't be able to get it over your head. So it's a dilemma for sure. So anyway, this is my last greenish item of jewelry that I have to show you today. I really appreciate you coming to see all of my green jewelry, the necklaces and bracelets, earrings and rings, and then my little doodly bobs. I hope you have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day. Don't forget your green, and I will see you again really soon.